Welcome back, crew, to session 30 of Occupation. As we're getting into the end game for the campaign, uh, with the Defend the Station crew setting their sights on retaking Mandalore from the Yuzon Vong after their recent win at the planet of Ethor, taking that from the Vong and kind of staking the Defend the Station crew's claim as they brought various factions from the galaxy together in a heroic and successful battle. But after that, the group learned that the Yuzon Vong War Master Vakan Choka, leader of the Vong army and their forces, had set his sights on Mandalore. Kind of the culmination of a campaign that had been going on throughout to find the station crew's time, as Vakan and his troops had taken first Terrace, then Biffle, and now is finally setting their sights on the Mandalorian home planet itself. And with the reports you all got before making your way to Mandalore, there really wasn't much time for them. They had a heroic defense, but the Yuzon Vong came in force and battered down the Mandalorians until they had pretty much just one city left upon the planet they controlled that had a significant energy shield that they were able to put up over their city, Kaldaba, and basically evacuated everyone, as many people as they could, from the planet to that city, as well as the remaining starships and forces that they control. With that, though, the group decided to aid Mandalore and reached out for allies. Unfortunately, the Republic has been split with their new Supreme Chancellor taking over, and the Jedi, as well as the former Supreme Chancellor Roveno, were sent to kind of look in to see what they could do about that. But they did reach out, the party reached out to Galvin, Lord Galvin of the Dominion, who did offer assistance to bring his Sith dreadnoughts to aid the retaking of Mandalore if the party repaid the favor they owed him. For Val and Malachi to bring to assassinate the Mandalore, and for Vars to take control and become the new Mandalore. The party, and if they did so, Lord Malachi would commit his forces to the fight, bringing the combined forces of Defend the Station, their mainly Mandalorians, and the Dominion, bringing them into a higher power level or higher, more strategic power than the Yuzon Vong, and should, in theory, make taking the planet very easy. The group so far has agreed to assassinate Mandalore. It has made their way down to the planet, fighting through an orbital blockade, fighting through the welcome party that spotted them as they arrived, with the terrifying Yuzon Vong artillery and tanks meeting them there. And after burning through that battle, the group made their way to the orbital cannon, this plasma behemoth of a creature that was just launching orbs into both space, trying to target ships in orbit, as well as just repeatedly bombarding Keldabe and their planetary shield above the city. The group marched in, was able to utilize some clever tricks to make their way very close to the orbital gun. Then had one of the toughest fights the group has gone through, as they had to fight and buy time for Val to set the bomb, as well defending and hoarding off legions of Yuzon Vong troops, and the fearsome Talanda Till that had been shaped by the Yuzon Vong. The group nearly, it was at one point, I think 5 HP away from a TPK as Val was dodging and utilizing that displacer thing. But eventually the group was able to pull through, set the bomb, and when it looked like Val and Caesar had went down, taken out by one of the anti-infantry guns, Vars was able to grab them up, grappling one of them. I can't remember which one he grappled, and then using his uh, zip line on the other one to grab him, and jetpacked off just in time to escape as the orbital gun went up in a pretty horrific explosion. Before we check in on that group, at that time Malachi was away. And Malachi was like, kind of, you had a bit to meditate while the other group was kind of making their preparations. Uh, and you did foresee that they probably would need a. You saw battered, broken Caesar, battered, broken Val, uh, Var's armor dented and definitely bloodied up, but on his feet jetpacking away. Oh, and you also saw the end of the basilisk, gone down by being gored by the Talanda Till's horn. And you realize that after that fight, they would probably need some way to kind of escape that battlefield completely, and patch up and get a chance for a breather. And they probably need some type of ship or ground transport just to get away, patch up, breathe, and plan for the next move. How Malachi? How would you have gone about that?
Well, first of all, better the basilisk than one of us. We can get a new one of those, I think. But yeah, as soon as the situation seemed extremely dire within reason, there's a certain threshold that had to be reached, a couple downs up against. Yeah, I would have grabbed um the closest pilot, and I would have had a shuttle over there, or coming in hot, staying low, and getting to these guys as soon as possible, and trying to um, reach the group on comms to let them know that we were coming in hot and to be ready to get out of there.
Definitely, you're able to reach the Tafanda Station fleet. They were able to send a squadron of ships in, kind of moving through the orbital blockade, the mines, the anti-air equipment they had out there. And it was definitely a harrowing journey for those pilots. They lost more than a few ships, but they were able to bring one down, gather you, Malachi, and Vars, as you look out with an unconscious Val, an unconscious Caesar, you see this ship kind of skimming low to the ground, dodging plasma fire, with the logo of the Defanda Station crew and Zerka upon it as it blasts towards you, looking to do kind of a hot pickup. What do you do, Vars?
My best to get a firm grip on, I guess, on Caesar and Val. And I mean, are they like what, like coming in quick? And I'm supposed, I would say, just hug them tight and try to use the jet, like my own leg strength and jetpack to hop up in.
Perfect. You see them come in low, close enough that you can kind of just get that burst of jetpack, even with the weight of Caesar and Val holding you down. Get into like this boarding ramp that's just slightly lowered, kind of skirt in there before they close it up and pop off, kind of evading around the planet of Mandalore. You see them kind of kicking the engines in, and are able to burn away from some of the coral skippers, and are basically just kind of keeping the ship in the air and moving, never staying in one spot too long. Looking at the radar, you can see that there's still coral skippers about, but with the destruction of that planetary cannon, you see they're almost they're waiting in a holding pattern around Keldabe City. They haven't really spared too many ships on the focus of you all. It seems like they're all kind of concentrated around that area. But you do notice within the ship, they have brought you guys some medical supplies. So you do have, basically, they hook you up with some Bacta, enough to bring you up to full health, but not, and enough to bring you up to full health and give you a short rest. Really nothing else beside that.
That sounds like everything. Oh man. Yeah, no, definitely. Vars would have hopped to it to get the rest of the team in or readied, and then prepare for what lies ahead.
So it's just giving the HP back up, right?
HP and whatever you get from a short rest.
Oh, thank goodness! I was scared for a second. I'm still scared. But I get a lot back from a short rest. So, confidence.
I think a couple of you at least were out of hit die before.
Yeah.
I mean, I had 4 left, but yeah, pretty much. Yeesh.
You were able to kind of rest on the ship, get Val, Caesar back conscious and awake after the events. And you have this pilot, this kind of Rhodian pilot is just gripping the sticks, kind of keeping you guys moving. Engines are blaring full speed pretty much the whole time as he's jinking and duking, diving, and just blasting around the planet.
Okay. Well, is Malachi on the ship with us, or?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything? Gosh. Yeah, Varge is going to look for something in the way of anything in the way of power cells. Some sort of refill. He's not doing so good on the ammo.
They did bring you some ammo as well. Roll me a D6, but this will be standard ammo.
I'm not complaining. Ammo is ammo. All right.
There we go, 4 packs.
Hey, that's 4 more than I had. I ain't complaining. All right.
One more shot.
There we go. Okay. Well, after everybody seems to like regain themselves and their composure, I guess it's time to reach out to the forces at Kildabe and see where they stand and how things are holding up over there.
Perfect. You're able to reach out to Kildabe, reach out to Mandalore, and you see kind of a holocom appear. Mandalore kind of like moving and talking at the same time. You see he's got you on his wrist pad. You see he is locking and loading up, kind of gathering knives, blasters, putting on kind of grenades, everything. Like he's kind of getting prepared to go to battle. And he looks at you guys, pausing for a moment, and he kind of nods at you, Vars, and goes, "Vod, Mandalore for brother, you did it. You brought down the great cannon. We are going to unleash and let them know what the Mandalorians can do when backed into a corner. Even if we go out tonight, we will let the Vong know that we are the warriors of this galaxy. None shall replace us."
He said nothing different than what he would have, but it hits all the harder just knowing that we are going to replace him.
Yep.
What's his entourage look like?
You do see he's got, like, right now, he's got kind of a squad of Mandalorians, kind of as you see behind him as they are getting locked and loaded.
Well, I don't even know how to approach this.
Caesar puts a hand on Var's shoulder, not to really gain his attention or to give him any grandiose speech in this moment or advice, but to just be a support for him for what he's about to do, what he's about to commit.
Yep. It sounds like you're ready to die for Mandalore.
My life for the planet. We didn't let the Sith control us. We didn't let the Republic control us. Criffing out, we're going to let those Scarheads control us. We'll burn them off the planet, or we'll burn the planet itself. Need another favor from you, though. We need to drop this shield. And you kind of see, as he says that too, you kind of see the cam shift to kind of like showing the shield of Kildabe City, where you currently see, like, it's been like this pretty much since you've arrived. They've been bombarding the planet, or they're bombarding the city shields from orbit. He goes, "Know your fleet can't hold with them for long, but I need you to give them there and buy us a moment. We need a time to be able to drop the shields for a second, bring our forces out, so we can engage in the fight. Hopefully bring the War Master's head."
And just to reiterate, this is like a hollow call with him right now, right?
Holocall, yeah. Yeah, because you see him there in his kind of gleaming black and gold armor, black and gold armor with that kind of just over the top crimson cape that he likes to wear, but it is scuffed up, it's marked. You see dents, cuts, blasts. He's definitely been one he's been leading from the front lines. You can tell clearly. What do you guys do?
Just a moment, Mandalore.
Do we know Mandalore's current location?
You know he's in Kanabe City.
Just somewhere in okay. We
Okay.
need to know his current location. If we get that now and he thinks that we're going to do this mission that he's given us, we'll have the element of surprise if we show up there instead of doing what he's asked.
I don't want to surprise him.
Out of the character again, I must ask. I must ask this: if a challenge was issued to a Mandalore, he must accept that, right? Or is that a thing he chooses?
From a Mandalorian with like appropriate standing, which Vars, between his work and invasion and occupation, does have appropriate standing. The hard part would be like issuing a challenge like while the planet's like being bombarded. Most forgive him like, hey, we got shit to do first.
Yeah, so
Which
as
is like right in his face. That could be a little bit different, but if you like issue it over a hollow call, he'll be like later.
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 yeah, when Vars says that that's not how he wants to do it, I just kind of take a step back and just stare at him, waiting for what's the path forward.
All right.
And what Mandalore was asking you guys to, he wasn't asking you guys really directly to do anything. Is that you guys, and I should have mentioned this in the recap because it has been a little bit. You left the Tafanda Station fleet on the way outskirts of Mandalore's orbit. So kind of outside their fleet range, outside of their orbital bombardment range. He's asking you to bring that fleet in, engage it for long enough for him to drop the shields, get people out. So he's asking you guys to put your fleet at risk to let him bring the shields down without his people getting slaughtered.
It's part of the plan, isn't it?
Val, you're on mute, I think.
Yeah, so Val would kind of come over and be like, Val sees the conflict in you, Vars. Val knows you are one of honor, but Val has an idea. The War Master, if he were to fall, maybe we don't need the Sith. Now, Val would still be honor-bound to try and slay Mandalore, and if we beat the War Master, Val shall try. Maybe I succeed, maybe Val doesn't. But that doesn't have to involve you.
Are you suggesting that we just throw you in the direction of the War Master and see what happens?
I mean, Val can probably beat the War Master, but I assume you would want to come along.
Yeah, I probably would. But
Caesar would lean in at this point and go, "You are a good leader, Vars. You are a good leader. You've brought victory and failure, and you've learned from your mistakes. You've done much for the Mandalorian people, but Mandalore the Exalted in this moment will lead your people to their death for glory, for a story, for more to his legend. He said it then, he will burn Mandalore. He will burn it. So now,
We lost you.
damn, for now, it is time for conviction and strength. I know your Mandalorian ways. I studied it. I know the Mandalore by heart. I will stand with you here.
And out of character, just a clarification, I might have messed that up. Val is suggesting we just say screw the plan and we just go kill the Yusong Bong War Master.
Caesar's saying against that right now. Yeah,
And I will say as a reminder, because it has been a couple weeks between the sessions. Actually, yeah, because I think he mentioned that last time near TPK session too. So Malachi was out, but the Mandalore, the Exalted, did commit that if you guys bring the shields down, he's taking the War Master's head. So you guys know that he's leading his forces like pretty much on a blitzkrieg out, a suicide rush, depending on how you want to label it out, heading towards the War Master.
if you do not end Mandalore the Exalted before his... Tegan, I'm gonna steal your words for a second, sorry. Before his blitzkrieg, his suicide run, how many Mandalorians will be left? Compared to you at the helm, not trying to gain glory, but to save the galaxy, and with the aid of the Dominion fleet, no less.
Betraying Galvin is not in your best interest, Vars. But nonetheless, you have my support no matter what you choose. I'll take the consequences. I've suffered worse.
Well, I wouldn't ask you to do that. No, Caesar's right. You would just charge in because he wants to be the one that killed the War Master. If it were up to me, I'd just drop a proton torpedo on his camp and call it a day. I'm not in it for glory, I'm in it for victory.
Well, we don't. There's only a number of times that the Mandalore can lock and load while we have him on the holocall here. So we got to make a decision on what we want to do. Last thing that I'll say, who knows if Mandalore survives the assault against the War Master. But let's assume that he does, and he takes that War Master's head. You're going to have a harder time convincing your people to take your side when you fight Mandalore.
No, I don't intend on letting him start his suicide charge. Pilot, get in contact with the Defonda Station fleet. Have them move in slowly, carefully, but draw the attention of the Vong. And then he'll switch back on the comms to Mandalore. Mandalore, our fleet's going to begin engaging, trying to pull them off. Where are you?
Kenobi City Command. We're getting ready to, once those shields come down, we are riding out. I've got my basilisks prepared. We've got the remaining starfighters we've got on planet, and what men, fighters we have. We've equipped everyone. We are sending them out. We're going to send them out to fight. So we'll put our starfighters in the air, try to take away some of their aerial support, and then me, the Mandalorian elite, basilisk ride to the War Master. Join us there if you can. It'll be a glorious day. Hopefully it'll throw them enough disarray when we take his head. But even if not, we'll know that Mandalorian blood died free.
I need to see you before you begin the assault.
Do you have intel? This is an encrypted line. You should be able to let us know.
It's not intel.
You see his kind of like faceless, like T visor staring back at you. And you can see, like, you definitely can't see his face, but you can just read confusion in his body posture. And he just kind of like, for a moment, he stares. And then after a while, just says, what?
Again, Caesar will put his hand on Var's shoulder to support him in this moment.
I intend to challenge you.
You see it kind of, it pauses for a moment. You see, like, typically you see like the Mandalore is like all bluster, like definitely he likes to be the storybook hero, as you've seen before. But you see, like, just even without seeing his face, just raw confusion for a moment. Like, he cocks his head in, and he goes, "Challenge me, Mandalore burns."
And you will be the one to light the final fuse. You intend to, what, engage in a suicide run against the War Master's camp? And hope that that might be enough to put them into disarray?
The criff would you have me do? There's no one that'll help us. We have your fleet and the remaining fighters we have. This
I have found help.
traded yourself, didn't you? You sold us back out to our so-called former masters. Who is it, the Republic? Did
No,
Ovado and his rebellion side with you in their little civil war?
while you've been busy stealing other people's ships, engaging them, making enemies, I have made allies. To fight the true threat. The Vong. It's always been the Vong, at least since they showed up. That should have been everyone's focus. But everybody that engaged in petty squabbles, back and forth, this and that. And now the enemy's on our doorstep, and it's too late. The Dominion would lend us the aid of their fleet. But only if I'm in charge of Mandalore.
Only if you answer to the man that's in charge of Mandalore. Criffin, I'll bury you. I'll bury each of your Tafanda Station friends. The shield comes down, we'll break a hole in the Vong that are guarding the city, and we'll meet you at these coordinates before we make our push to the War Master. I will break you in front of my fighters. I will let the Mandalorians know that you are no true Mandalorian. That story that we concocted back before all this began about you being a traitor will become reality. Coward, traitor, exile will all be branded upon your tombstone as we send your armor into space, dishonored. Come, bring your friends, and try. I'm not named Mandalore the Exalted for nothing. Out. And you see him cuts off the comm.
Caesar will speak up for a moment to Vars. By the end of this, he will be Mandalore the Forgotten.
He seems quite mad.
Yep. Well, I wouldn't have been able to stomach knifing him in the back or hoping that the War Master kills him.
No, you have him exactly where you want him. He's doubting himself. You spoke true. You've given him something to think about in the time between now and then, and that final confrontation. He'll know the truth when he stares at you, when he looks at you.
Well,
We'll stand by. We won't interfere.
we'll see how it plays out.
By the sounds of it, I doubt he'll be going for a one-on-one. He said he'd kill us all. I think he's bringing his fighters. I believe standing aside won't be necessary.
Yep. That's fine.
I must have missed that part. My bad.
No worries. Well, pilot, navigate to these coordinates.
Aye, aye. And as he says that, you guys get kind of a little heads up tap on the screen as your ships, the Defanda station itself, the CC-Ru droid starfighters, the Aroidian mutts, the refugees you equipped with stolen ships given to you by the Mandalorians. You were all kind of starting to make their way through the orbital blockade, the mines, and start to head and start trading fire with the Yuzon Vong fleet. You see kind of burst of turbo lasers, red, green, crisscrossing the sky, trading blows with these great hulks that look like almost meteorite with multicolors as their coral skippers and coral dreadnoughts begin to return fire with plasma. So we are going to get to our first faction roll with this adventure too. You guys held your fleet back, so this one's gonna be a little bit of a hard one for you guys. Because this is the Defanda Station fleet going up against the full might of the Yuzon Vong fleet. So this is 5d10 for you all, with one reroll, because you guys had some pretty good strategies for helping out your ships with the fleet. And you guys can use that reroll now or later, kind of depends on how you guys want to do so, versus the 90-10 with a reroll as well due to their orbital their mines and their gravitic blockade of the Yuzon Vault. So this one, it's 4 of you guys. So one of you guys roll 1d10, the other 3 roll 2d10. Let's see how this comes out. As the Defanda Station buys the Mandalorians time to drop their shields and unleash their forces.
Hey, that's a number. Yahoo.
2.
Okay, so what's this?
Ooh.
Oh, all right.
Not great. What is it for? Is it a 7 or 8 to 6?
It's 6. So 6 or better.
6 to
What do I need to roll, Tegan? Sorry.
1d10. Okay, you guys do have a. I don't know if it'll matter. What? 1, 2.
Sorry to Matt gets me a little confused right now. Do I also roll a d10? Or
Oh, you do too. Yeah, definitely. So roll your d10 as well.
Damn.
That's right.
I'd say we re-roll the 1.
Yeah, because the 1 loses you 1.
Well, we're gonna.
I don't know if it matters, to be honest.
Yeah, impossible for us to win it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shoot.
And this isn't like your fleet's destroyed. It's just they're gonna be on the bad end of this exchange.
Yeah, that'd be like, oh well, sorry, it's down to a dice roll, and your ships are gone.
I'll say all the stuff you built up.
Wah, wah. 30 sessions, who cares? Cry harder.
Perfect. So unfortunately, you all looking like you're having the fleet play hardball right now. I mean, even if I'm going in slowly, the Yuzon Vong fleet is nearly twice as big, better armed, better coordinated. But your fleet goes in scrappy. They are, especially the CC-Ru droids, kind of going in, trying to distract the Yuzon Vong coral skippers, and like they blast away. They buy the time for the Mandalorians with lives, and you see kind of starting like lights begin to wink out from your side of the field, with some of the Aroidian mutts, some of the CC-Ru droids, all of those kind of experiencing losses as they press forward, trying to buy you all time to break through and get the allow the Mandalorians to kind of escape confinement and eventually bring the Dominion in to end this fight. With this, you guys will lose, unfortunately, a D10 in your forces. So you're down to 40-10 for any future rolls on that side against the Yuzon Law. But with that, you guys are able to kind of load it, or you already loaded in the ship, but just kind of take off, arcing towards where the battle with Mandalore will take place. You see, as you fly up, like this just impressive energy shield that is surrounded like this enormous city go down for a brief moment as the ships above begin to get distracted and stop bombarding from space. And as you see that shield go down, you see Mandalorian starfighters arc out. You see Basilisk and their riders blast out, bombarding the Yuzon Vong ground soldiers that are kind of sieging the city. You see artillery, you see tanks, all kind of rapidly moving out, followed by ground forces from the city. Just hundreds upon hundreds of Mandalorian soldiers just fighting for their planet. And you see kind of this contingent of Basilisk fighters burning through some of the Yuzon Vong forces and heading towards the coordinates that Mandalore issued. Basically, it's a few moments of fighting as your pilot brings you guys in at a safe distance. But eventually, you do see they break through that blockade, and some of them still continue to arc towards the other Yuzon Vong forces on the planet. Others seem to make their way towards the landing point and the coordinates for the duel with Mandalore. You guys are able to set down. As you approach, you see kind of Mandalorians going through, fighting, some patching up wounds from that initial foray. How do you guys approach kind of this, the spot where you were supposed to have your duel?
I mean, do we get there before they do, or?
A little after, but roughly the same time.
I mean, walk out. I'm going to walk out proud, head held high. I'm doing this for the right reasons.
I was gonna describe it the exact same way for Caesar. Head held high, proud.
Before exiting the shuttle, is there a option to press the vitality shield button?
How long does it last?
1 hour.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay. It's the one thing that I haven't casted in a while, and I have it on my apprentice ring of force storing. So this is gonna hurt. I am actually I'm not gonna use it out of the ring because I'm gonna upcast it to the 5th level. So I'm gonna roll 5d8.
Vitality Shield has become one of my new favorite spells because it's so unique compared to like anything from 5e.
Okay, so how's this go again? You take
You take that as true damage and get double back as a temp HP.
Okay, so minus 28, and then whatever, 28 times 2, so plus 56 temp HP.
Which is always a crazy sentence to say.
That's 56 HP. No big deal.
Perfect. Well, you guys are able to walk off the ship, holding your head up high as you kind of go through this recent battlefield with many Mandalorians still pressing through. You see most of like the kind of like the average citizen Mandalorians, the ones that don't have like true Beskar Garm, who may have like patched up Durasteel armor or just no armor at all, don't really seem to take notice of you. But you'll see a lot of like the officers, a lot of like the commanders, like the ones who may have better armor, better fighting styles, better involved. You see some of them just kind of, you can't tell they're glaring behind their Mandalorian helm, but you can just see them T-visor looking at you as you approach. Kind of like just some shake their head, some just kind of glare at you. It's just all, none say any words to you, but all kind of make note of your passage.
All right. Don't pay them any mind unless they're reaching for a weapon.
you're able to continue kind of through, getting closer and closer to kind of like the coordinates that Mandalore suggested. And as you do so, you see kind of a ring made out of kind of the basilisk, kind of just marking out the boundaries of this kind of makeshift arena. And you see outside that ring of basilisk, you see about a dozen Mandalorians. Definitely kind of see too with these ones. They seem to be more of like the clan leaders, more of the kind of not affluent, but more of the respected members of the Mandalorians, kind of all outside the arena, kind of watching you as you approach. One of them does the first one that kind of like actually does look and kind of like he arcs towards you before like you kind of see the arena, you see these people. He is arcing towards you pretty quickly, and Vars, you definitely recognize them. It's Velku, kind of the captain that you've been working with throughout this, and he is like beelining it towards you, and you see him just kind of like it, look at you with like this like just confusion, and he goes, "What the criff are you doing? What are you doing?"
What I need to save Mandalore. The
We're not-
the exalted would be king of a planet of ash. I'd prefer to deal with the living.
And bow and scrape for the Sith again?
No. This is not that. This isn't, I did not pledge myself. I don't owe Galvin anything after this. He owes me. I saved his life.
You fought time and time again for your people. And there's some wisdom in saying it's better to be alive than to have a kingdom of ash. If you think Galvin is going to send his ships and just give you a planet, I think you're crazy, my friend.
I think Galvin recognizes this threat of the Vong for what it is. He's seen it firsthand, as have I. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, and I'll be, and that'll be that. But if my death was what it took to receive aid from somebody else, I'd fall on my sword.
You see, no persuasion check necessary. He kind of nods at that. He goes, "True, Vod. One life for the Empire. It's a fair trade to make."
Yeah. Besides, I can't imagine that Galvin could convince Dominus to lend aid while his betrayer sits on the throne of Mandalore. As Mandalore.
You kind of see he huffs out and he goes, "I'm not sure who will be ruling in the days to come, but if you're right, there at least should be days to come." My friend, I wish I could give you some advice to fight the Mandalore, but well, he may be a pretty boy. He's a warrior, trained, deadly, and fearsome on the field.
That's why this has to be quick.
With that, you just see kind of steps aside. You see, like in the middle of the arena, as you get a little bit closer in, you see the Mandalore along with 3 of his companions. And the Mandalore is like he is holding court pretty much. You hear him bellowing out, kind of riling up the other Mandalorians around him. You kind of as you approach, you hear him go, "Vars Kadera. The Criffin fool, while our planet burns, while the Scarheads above send plasma bolt after plasma bolt into our people, wants to challenge me, the Exalted, the one that freed us from Dominion, the one that took our home back from the Republic, The one who made us Mandalorians again. He's a Griffin fool. He spent too much time hanging out with Jedi, Dominion traders, all of them. They've warped his brain. You know those poodle force users. He's just a puppet now. And that's kind of where you arrive at that moment.
There are no strings on me, Mandalore.
You see, he looks at you, and like for a moment, like you see this kind of the T-visor. He takes off this helmet. And you see kind of this scarred up face. Look back at you, one that's been through numerous like battles upon battles where even his Beskar arm didn't protect him. And he looks you in the eye, and he goes, "I see you. No strings. Criff that. I will bury you. Your name will be synonymous with coward. Parents who tell their children, don't become a Vars. On the battlefield, with those who turn and fight, with those who betray their comrades, you'll be called a Kadera. I wish you would be forgotten, but you will be immortalized as the failure you were."
If you continue to lead our people, there will be no one to remember anything. You would throw our people into the meat grinder of the Vong. For what? For glory? You could have used our starships to attack the War Master's camp. But no, you want to go in there yourself because you worry too much about what history will think of you and not what your people need from you.
You see, he looks like I would explain the finer points of strategy to you, but it matters not. In a moment, you'll be dead. Gather your comrades and let us in this.
Yeah, let's wrap this up.
You see kind of the Mandalorians on the outside of the circle kind of spread around the Basilisk arena. You see his comrades, these kind of Mandalorians who all kind of have that same black, gold, and crimson look to them, not as kind of, not pristine, but not as like cared for as the Mandalorians, but definitely kind of emulating his style. They kind of spread around the arena, kind of prepare for battle. But we're going to take a quick break on this side. Jump back in with the combat between you guys, Mandalore the Exalted, his honor guard. Gotta see how it shifts out.
Yeah, let's see.
Well, luckily, you guys are all pretty much. Well, Malachi wasn't at the last session, but everybody outside of Malachi is a short rest class, so you got some goodies back.
Yes. Oh boy.
First, everybody joins back 5 minutes. We'll get into it.
All right.
actually.
Welcome back, everyone, to part 2 of session 30 with the finale, probably, of Retaking Mandalore, as the group has just challenged Mandalore the Exalted to combat. Yeah, let's bring it up on the map. So you guys can kind of set yourself where you like, kind of outside of, on your side of the arena, and then we'll roll initiative.
My initiative rolls are always terrible. Just kind of
Where
ironic.
you know the back of the pack? This is the last 2 battles. Perfect. Who are we missing? Caesar.
Sorry, don't mind me just measuring out a fireball. Caesar, after getting hit with, what was it, 4 or 5 missiles the last time he fought a Mandalorian, definitely has that in his brain right now. Oh wait, actually, do we want to do tactical, or is it too late for that?
A little too late for tactical. Unfortunately.
Dang. I didn't think about it in time.
Perfect. So everybody is in. Vars, kicking it off.
What if I wanted to do? Because I'm looking at the order here, and I'm wondering if Malachi has anything he'd like to get up to before I charge it.
You could choose the delay if you'd like to.
I can what? I'm sorry.
You could definitely choose the delay if you'd like to.
Yeah, Malachi. Any explosive beginnings that I should relax for? Or...
Well, I didn't think this was going to happen. This is a lot of pressure. No, you
Okay.
can open up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna run in right up to there and take the initial swing at Mandalore the Exalted and see where that gets me.
All right.
Nope, not yet.
All right.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Starting with 9, and I'll take another swing.
That'll just miss.
Oh no! All right.
He's got a nice Beskar arm.
Yeah, must be nice.
He's good.
And I think I will. I'm going to go ahead and use the Sentinel Mastery Sentinel bonus action thing, and I will leave it there for now.
All right. How does that cut look as you get that first one off?
Well, the first one is a running overhand. Just, all right, we're doing this. Thanks for calling me a traitor and all that, but you're going down. And just running up, overhand. I guess didn't see that coming. I guess he was more ready for the next one.
You see he kind of like dodges, shifting his weight, letting the Beskar Garb take some of that damage with the second one. And you see him just glaring back at you through his visored helm. And as you see that happen too, also at initiative 20, you hear him yell out, "Mandalorians, kill the traitors." And he's going to use tactical positioning. So he's going to allow his people to move or take the attack action.
Oh no.
And movement does not provoke opportunity attacks. Lucky.
Oh no.
He's going. So you see this one run past you. The commando, you see his jetpack. Actually, no, he uses a bonus action for his jetpack. So he's just going to take a shot. The heavy gunner is going to take a shot. You see they are all like, you see for a moment like they train their guns towards you, Vars, but kind of a shake in the Mandalorian's head, and they turn their guns on the party. So the commando is going to take a shot at Caesar. And the gunner, he's going to take a shot at Val. So Val, dexterity saving throw. Caesar, the shot's for you.
Yeah, that'll hit. No mutagenic transformations in the chamber, so can't do anything for that. So that's gonna.
So you see the commando like just pop up, pistol flaring, the burst shooting your way, burning into you. And the other one, you see him kind of just bend out this blaster cannon and let off a burst. Sweet. So you save, so you'll take half of this. So 7 damage.
All right.
All right. That is the initiative 20. Malachi, you're up.
All right. Can you put a 15-foot sphere on me, please? I'm going to cast darkness on myself.
I think the spell has a 15-foot sphere.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. It's 15-foot radius. That's nice. Because I'm going to move to right here. I'm also going to quicken it, and I'm going to burn one of my short rounds. to use that as a bonus action for free instead of force points. So I'm covered in darkness, and this blob of darkness just runs forward. And I'm also going to, as an action, activate Saber Storm, and I'm going to make 2 attacks against the Mandalorian closest to me right now.
Okay.
So it'll be two light blade attacks. So here's the first one.
Yeah, don't forget to throw your spirit on.
And the second one.
Nice.
Yeah,
Both hit. You also have advantage.
Ooh, okay. So I'll roll the second hit. There we go. Cool. First hit, big damage. Big damage.
Hey, big damage.
There we go. That's a lot better. Actually, I don't know why that's +1. It should be adding my charisma modifier, right? That doesn't seem right. Hold on. Let me look at Saber Storm. Yeah, it should be 1d8 plus your force casting ability modifier, which is a 4. So that should be a 5.
So +8.
Yeah.
Perfect. How's it all look?
Malachi just kind of like struts forward and he taps his chest, and right before everything blacks out around him, you see 2 of his light daggers start to rotate around him. As this Mandalorian becomes enclosed in the darkness, all he hears is dum 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 as they strike against him.
Is that the first time it's connected this entire campaign?
I think it's the second time. Well, that's 3 times now.
Yeah.
Hey, better late than never.
I'm happy. I'll take it.
Yeah. All right, I gotta minus some force points. All right, that's the end of my turn.
Perfect. Caesar.
All right. Topped up on all of the superiority dice. Well, except for the one. Hold on, let me actually change that real fast. There we go. 6 out of 7. So first one we're gonna use is Commander Strike. Luckily, we have this one at greater, so bonus action, and going to use that for Vars.
All right. Well, and a swing.
If that hits, it does have extra damage.
I'm wondering if I should add to that. I don't know, because it would need a 6. Whatever, I'll try it. I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, his shit's 21.
Never. Yeah, no, I don't like those odds.
Do we have inspiration?
Oh yeah, you guys do have 2 in the pot too.
I mean, for one hit,
With extra damage.
that's
Or
actually
it's a crit.
all right. Fair enough.
Extra
Should I?
damage.
You guys,
7 extra damage if you do hit.
all right.
Holy shit, that meets, right?
No, that's on my end. Sorry, that's for the extra
Oh.
damage.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Do you guys really want me to burn an inspo to see if it gets?
Not really, but it's up to you.
That's a no. I see a
I-
yes.
I personally, I vote use it or lose it. Let's burn it early.
All right.
We'll earn more inspiration as the battle continues. Right? Is that possible?
Anything's possible.
Okay. Val, tiebreaker, yay or nay?
You go for it. This is
All right.
your showdown. You can't be messing up, you know. And fine.
Now I'm going to.
Fine. And you got it.
Now I'm gonna throw in one of these guys.
All right, I'll definitely hit.
Okay, so now let's see that damage. All right, so 14 damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Then Caesar is gonna get up over here,
Oh boy.
and he's going to use something here. Let me double check which one of these is which, because sometimes I get them confused. Do okay, that's the healing one. This was the temp HP. Good.
Oh jeez.
Enhancement injection. He's picked something. If it hasn't been picked up on, Caesar's flavoring right now after having his experience with the Vong is he has a little bit of everyone. Using a little bit of everyone's stuff from the prior crew,
Fair enough.
except for explosives. I couldn't get any maneuvers for explosives, sadly.
I think that might be a good thing.
Hmm.
I kid.
All right, you get. Let's see, and that's +5, so that's 8 temporary HP. And so long as you have it, advantage on strength and con saves.
Okay.
Nice.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry, not advantage, just a +5.
That's
Better than advantage, almost better than.
yeah.
And then that'll be Caesar.
All right. How's that all look, Caesar?
All right, so it's Caesar. You know how he does. Issues that command, just yelling out, "Death to the false Mandalore. Long live Mandalore." Before running up and just poke between the armor plates of Vars. Something I've picked up from DG's research.
I'll take all the help I can get. Oof.
And now
Perfect. The Enforcer is up, covered in darkness. You have disadvantage. You hear this clinking of armor as he slowly approaches, trying to feel his way through. But he is going to lash out, just slashing wildly into the darkness. Ooh, made it that 20 minutes.
darkness paying off.
Yeah, the second one goes wide. You see him slashing this blade. You see him rock up with his shield, just trying to bash you to the ground. 21.
I will force shield.
That was almost also a net 20.
Yeah.
That'll bring me up to a 23.
Nice. You sense the force like going, and you see him shield angled low as he tries to bash that into you. But fortunately, you're able to get that shield up in time and stop him from knocking you down. All right, the heavy gunner is up. You see this big old Mandalorian with this giant gun, just kind of spinning the rotator around. After he took the shot at Val initially, you see him spinning it towards Vars. It's Caesar. You hear him shout out, "Mandalore, my new target got in the way," as he lets off a blast. So give me 2 dexterity saving throws, Vars and Caesar.
All right. Dexterity.
I don't know, it always surprises me. This like each time I hear it, it surprises me. Caesar has bad con and dexterity.
Yes, he's got +2. And yeah.
Perfect. So you guys both succeed. So half this damage. So 9 on the first and 8 on the second. As you guys kind of dodge out of the blast's radius, he just lets loose with his heavy cannon.
Oh, I only gave 1 dex save. Gift the second.
9 on the first. And 8 on the second.
Nice.
9 and 8. Gonna use a reaction. Because I can use it as a reaction. Administer aid.
Perfect.
This one's gonna go to Vars.
No, why? I'm good.
You good?
Yeah. I'm at like, I have like 105 HP.
Oh no, yeah, I'm using it then. I'm sorry,
You just gave him some temp HP too. That probably got burned, but yeah.
It did, but thank you. The gesture is nice, but keep your grubby little healing mitts to yourself.
9 and 8, so that'll be 7 more damage. Looking a little bit more rough, but we're still standing.
Alright. Perfect. As you see the smoke clear from the blaster bolts, and Caesar's able to slap on some healing. It's the Commando's turn. You see him bonus action activate his jetpack. It kind of rises up into the sky, 30 feet. And you see his blaster pistol spark out. He's going to continue shooting at you, Caesar.
Oh no. My AC is 15. Okay. And the next one?
At least one will miss.
I'll take it.
So you see the first shot kind of blasted to you, spinning you a bit. The second one hits the dirt behind you.
Not exactly bloodied yet.
Good to hear. First round. Val, you are up.
All right. So I'm gonna burn. Actually, I'm gonna start out with an action here. I'm gonna use, because I've been holding on to this thing. I might as well use it. The electrifying calibrator, and so I will get +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls, and I get shocking 13.
Nice.
Hey.
And actually, no, I think that's an average, so it might be shocking 14.
Perfect.
Yeah, sorry, 14 on that. So that. All right, and so the next thing I'll do is I'll burn my adaptive fighting style to switch to blind fighting. So let me burn one of those. Then I'm gonna run up. And actually, let's just burn it all now. And I will go ahead and use my action surge. All right. And so I already have advantage, so I guess there's no need to do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'll burn a reaction. So I attack with haste.
Okay.
There's my first attack, so it'll be with advantage. Ooh, I do get
yeah,
one reroll.
You get to reroll a die, don't you?
Yeah. Wow, so that
I
would
think
be...
you might want to reload. That was 2 8s on the 10.
Yeah. All right, so that'll be a miss. Here, I'll reload real quick. Don't trust those dice.
Oh, rough, man.
Digital dice can be out to get you. Well, last week they were out to get, or 2 weeks ago, they were out to get you guys.
Yeah, they were. All right, so I'll make my second attack. Wow, I do get a reroll.
Yeah.
Wow, and yeah, so as a reaction, I'll burn my last attack. All right, come on, this was it. Here we go.
Oh, oof.
And I get
Christ, burn the inspo.
Here we go.
There
There we go.
Wow.
Does
And
19 crit?
19 does crit. I do.
Solid.
All right. All right. So add 1 to this. So 41.
Nice. So how does that look for Val?
Thankfully, we can't see the misses.
Yeah, it's true. So all you hear is just silent swishes. No, but he actually kind of goes in, and he like clearly isn't adjusted to the dark yet. So he's like swinging, and just like you just see sparks flying in the air. He's spinning, and then he clearly realizes that no one can see any of his antics, and so the last one he just stabs down into the guy's foot as he lands.
You hear a howl out, like a lot of like you hear a lot of swishing for a moment, and then a howl as Val hits.
It's just a what the hell is that?
Gotta get that obligatory Wilhelm scream in there somewhere.
Yeah.
It's fitting that the last.
guy's the only one that can sense your shame.
It's fitting that it's the
Last
last one that
teaser, you're
hits.
probably like, man, he's having an epic duel in there. He's having.
I love that it's the last one that hits, and it hits like a truck.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
heard all.
Oh, and he does have to make a deck save. Deck save
Oh,
14.
really shocking. Yeah.
Is that with disadvantage because he's in the dark?
That was not a disadvantage.
I was just hoping.
Yeah, next time.
I'm gonna grab myself some more water.
All right. So you see next, Mandalore himself is up. You see him just staring at you with his gold, crimson, and black armor. Just you can almost see like his heavy breathing, like not heavy breathing from like fear, but just like pure rage, kind of across, like just even across his armored form. You see him lift his heavy rifle. It just once again he goes, "I'm going to bury you," and he launches into action. The first thing he does is kind of see. He kind of like holds up one arm, and you see fire begin to gout off of it. He's going to hit you with his wrist flamer. Give me a DC. Oh, actually, I can get both of you, maybe. I can. Give me a DC 15 Dexterity saving throw. Oh, I think Caesar just remind me when he gets back. I'll have him roll. So luckily, you're able to dodge it, so you take half damage on that. So 7 damage as you're able to kind of roll and evade as he lets loose this torrent of flame. As you see, he does that. As soon as like you get back into position, you see him squeeze the trigger 3 times with this heavy rifle, just pumping shots towards you. It's not rolling.
Oh no, the gun's broken. So
It's jammed. Mandalore surrenders.
tragic.
There you go.
There they are.
Sweet. You see it blast out 3 times. Oof. All right. Unfortunately, all 3 will hit. So you see he shoots the flames, levels his rifle, squeezes the trigger 3 times, and just sends bolt after bolt into your best cargo. All right. Total of 57. Oof.
Okay.
But luckily, you're up.
All right. So I'm gonna close that gap. Just he's not coming to me. That's fine. I'll come to him. I think it's time to use second wind. So that's 1d10 plus 10. Okay. That's 18. All right. And I think I'm just gonna have to land in with the weapon I'm carrying and hope for the best. So that's 1. Okay. That does not connect. I'm going to swing again.
Nice, that'll hit.
That'll hit. Swing damage. 10. Yeah, I just realized I'm thinking I might do more with that. So he's going to put down the blade and pull out the BKG. No, that's right. That's already 2 attack rolls. My bad. Screw it. Action search. Whatever. Why not? This is a go for broke. Right? Yeah, seriously. So equipping the BKG that was turned into a hand BKG, and attack. And get mad.
Oh, I was about to say how far off, but
yeah, no, that's not even remotely close. I mean, I could maybe get it there if I really wanted to.
it had to burn a lot and roll well.
Yeah, exactly. Burn a lot, roll well, and even then, it's not guaranteed. Okay, but another shot. I am going to try now for the precision attack.
Hey, it's just enough.
Just enough. Hey. And attack. So those actually get a little bit higher, so 11 points of damage in total.
Nice.
And I'm not going to do the Sentinel thing with the bonus action because I feel like that's just not going to work to my advantage here. So instead, I'm going to burn a use of the monk's thing to do a bonus action attack.
All right.
Attack unarmed. That's just D20 plus strength and proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
So +4. And that swing goes wide.
Yeah. Fortunately, I mean, Mandalore, I mean, he's does spend a lot of time on his image, but he is kind of a warrior born. He is kind of duking, dodging, utilizing his armor to his best extent.
Okay. Glancing blow at best. All right. That will do it for Vars.
All right. After you go, you see him you hear him just chuckle, and he goes, "Fool! You should know why I earned the mantle of Mandalore." And as he says that, you see him pop up with his rocket, getting 50 feet into the air. And he's going to launch a missile at unfortunately you and Caesar again, with the other crew hiding on that darkness. So give me a dexterity saving throw. DC 17.
Oh boy.
I'll be right back. I got a cat to contend with.
Good luck.
Sweet, Vars is like killing those dex saves.
Yeah.
Oh, and Caesar, we have another one for you to make as well.
Got it.
I forgot how much that was from. Sweet.
Hey.
So Caesar, you just take from that first one. How much was it? You take 7 damage from that first flamethrower, and then you guys each take 4 damage due to being quick on your feet there.
All right, now we're bloody.
All right, Malachi, you're up. Oh, he just
stepped away,
Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
and that was quick.
All right. Well, seeing all the big booms and a lot of fire, I'm a little bit worried about that fight in the center, and I'm gonna change to a different plan. I am going to be concentrating, if this works, on 2 abilities at the same time. I do have dual focused caster, so at the end of each of my turns, I'm going to have to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 10 plus the number of rounds completed while I've been concentrating on the 2 powers. So, I am going to cast. Not that one. Because he won't be able to see me, it doesn't make sense to cast that. Where is it? Here's the one I want. There it is. I'm going to cast Force Confusion on him, but I'm going to use Casting Specialist, and I'm going to choose the one option that forces the creature to have disadvantage on the saving throw. So this is going to be a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw.
Perfect. And who are you targeting?
Mandalore.
All right. You would fail this, but he is going to burn a legendary resistance.
Good. Since I'm not concentrating, and I would have quickened, or I did. Shit, I didn't say I was going to quicken. Do you mind if I quicken that for a bonus action?
Oh, sure.
All right, I'm going to burn another short round. Save myself all these force points because I think I'm going to need them. Let me minus before I forget. Cool. All right. All right, and then as an action, I will cast Force Disarm on Mandalore.
Okay.
So that is going to be a DC 18 Strength saving throw.
Back.
Oh, I put the wrong one. Sorry, it should have been this one.
Do you still have the thing where you can use advantage?
Perfect. You'll be able to yank his gun.
All right, I'm yanking that all the way into the darkness.
Sweet. You're able to pull that all the way in.
Oof.
And that'll be my turn. Oh, wait, hold on. I am going to move 1 step to the left. And that'll be my turn. I can't move the thing.
Oh,
So if you can maybe center that on top of me, that'd be great.
Oh, if you go to the measurement, you'll be able to move it.
Okay.
All right. Caesar, you're up.
Sorry, chewing food. Commander's Strike. Bonus action. Oh, where'd he go?
Oh no, Mandalore has fallen. What a tragedy, guys.
What happened to Mandalore?
I don't know. He's gone. Oh,
Apparently the Commander's Strike was very effective.
yeah, right? Commander SWAT.
He flew away crying when I took his weapon away.
I don't want to play anymore.
He was
Commander's
last.
Strike on the
Yeah,
card.
he was,
Step 2 bars and adrenaline hit.
Oh boy.
Yep, we're burning all the superiority dice. I can't. I immediately just put taco seasoning in my eye.
oof.
Oh boy.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Whatever.
That's for the healing. And let's see here. Next time you get hit by damage, you reduce it by 5.
Okay, that helps. And and use a bonus action.
No minimum, by the way, so it can reduce to 0.
All right.
Awesome.
I guess I take a shot at Mandalore with the BKG.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Let's see where that goes. All right. Let's... Hey.
That'll hit.
All right.
4 extra damage.
4 extra damage. 11 points of damage, and I'm going to try. How would trip attack work when he's 50 feet up in the air?
If you get it off, you come crashing down.
I'm going to try that.
And you get to burn the last inspiration if this doesn't hit.
All right, so add attacks to the damage roll. So I'll throw that in. That's fine, as long as he rolls the same thing, please. That is close enough.
Perfect. You're able to send him crashing to the ground. He takes 5d6 damage along with that from the fall.
Nice.
How's that all look, Vars? All right, Caesar, how do you jab it in, give him the command, and Vars, how does that shot?
So, okay.
Go for it.
I'm gonna imagine that that Caesar knows Var's armor very well, and he knows where to slide in to get what he needs. And in goes another shot. Vars trusts Caesar implicitly. With that, I guess Caesar's gonna whisper him, like, take him down, and Vars will say, "No, you don't, you son of a." Line up the shot to the back of his jetpack, and let her rip.
And Caesar would then finally take 2 steps back to disengage from the fray. A rarity to see, but also seeing basically what he saw before. A bunch of explosions and a lot of shots peppering everyone from Mandalorians. Definitely getting some distance is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You were able to get some space. You see Mandalore, the Exalted, on the ground. Not quite bloodied, but definitely feeling the wounds piling up. The Enforcer is up, fighting in the darkness with Val and Malachi. You see him swing kind of this vibro blade kind of at your head, Val. 2 quick slashes. It smash. Still trying to fight through the darkness. So they're coming in sloppy, making it a little easier to evade. Fully. First one will definitely miss. Second will as well. That'll miss too. So you see him just slashing out at Val. But you prove too quick for him. You hear him mutter out, "Criff this," and he is going to try to leave. You can take an attack of opportunity if you'd like.
I already burned my reaction.
Oh. All right. So he is getting out of the darkness.
Oh no!
So, I know that he wasn't at 30 feet, but now is when I see him. Would that be a shot?
So what's your rules again?
I'm not sure. I'm just hopeful. Snapshot mastery. Let's put him in the field there. When I move to it, nope. Yeah, would not be able to.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think you'd have to be able to see him before he got with him.
Yeah, even though he was already at 20 feet, so no luck.
Oh, was he already at 20 feet to start? Okay.
Yeah.
So the gunner is up. Yeah, he was. Fortunately, Spear of Darkness is protecting the crew pretty well on the inside. The outside crew's having a harder time there, and he is going to shoot that twice at you, Caesar.
Oh no, this could be rough.
All right, sweet. Let's give you one more.
Reaction, critical analysis on self to bring that up
Wait.
to- Oh,
How many critical analysis do you get?
infinite. It's just that everyone can only use them once.
You're gonna do it for himself once.
Yep.
All right, then I'll let you go for it.
Burn this one on Caesar's self real fast to bring that up to an 18. Holy sh-
Because those two are pretty nasty. Both hit 24.
It didn't matter.
Oh, it
Damn.
didn't matter?
No, 12,
Oh,
12.
shit,
That
you had
would have taken
24
him down.
attack right back.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So, we're going to use a reaction on that first one. It's not over yet. Administer aid using my last superiority dice to heal, giving me. Well, this will be exactly the health I'm on. 9 HP.
Burkers, you see this heavy gunner just spinning up those guns, blaring out blast after blast. Caesar looked like for a moment he would go down, but was able to heal himself back up enough to stay in the fight.
Oh,
I wouldn't quite say that. At this point, Caesar's out of his support and resources, and without his transformation, let's just say he's going to be in the darkness for a while.
All right. Hopefully you make it to the darkness, because unfortunately there's one more that goes.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, he's got. Oh right. So yeah, he's gonna. You see, his pull out his blaster pistol, line 2 shots at you, twix a session.
Okay, AC of 15.
15. All right. I forgot because you only get one of those mutagen things a day.
I get 2, and both have been used. They go off immediately once I target myself with critical analysis.
All right. Awesome.
Damn it. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna take him down. and that was-
Considering that he's 30, is he the one that's 30 feet in the air?
Yes.
Well, he's got a blaster pistol. It's got a range of 40.
Oh, true. He would have disadvantage on this. Let me re-roll.
Yeah.
The first will hit, or first will miss. Due to the.
Fingers crossed here.
Yes!
Yeah, there you
He
go.
lives!
Will miss as well. Unfortunately, he does have a bonus action. Is he gonna burn that? Yeah, he's gonna burn that.
Well, at least it's being burnt.
He's gonna
Rocket!
shoot a rocket launcher from his jetpack. It'll miss. So you just have to make a dexterity saving throw. It'd be the DC 13, and you're good. You'll take half damage.
Nice.
I saw that thing linger on that 5 a little bit too hard.
I saw the 5. The 5 showed up on my screen for until I looked at the little chat box. So you'll only take half of 1d6. So you take
What?
1 point of damage from that. So you see this guy, he shoots at you with his pistol, you kind of dodge left, right, shoots a rocket, you see it fly past you, explode, and just hits you with the smallest piece of shrapnel. You do see this guy disengage his jetpack and make his way back to the ground. That'll be the end of his turn. Val, you are up.
All right. So you'll see Val kind of fly out of the darkness here. He's going to go for his signature. He's going to kind of slide on the ground in the last minute, move upwards. And so I will start with contested check. This should be sleight of hand versus, I believe, deception to try to get
I think
advantage.
it's inside.
Is it insight? Yeah, I think you're right. That makes more sense. Right.
Oh,
Yeah, you stomped him on it. You stomped.
All right. And I'll burn an adaptive style, so it'll increase my crit. So I'll crit on a 17. And I will make my first attack with haste, so I will have advantage. And then a +1 to damage and hit. Ooh, so So that'll be a 17, but let me try for a reroll.
Reroll. Hopefully will come in nice. There we go.
All
That'll hit.
right. All right, so the first one lands. Give me some damage here. Nice, so 16, and he has to make a dex save, but let me do another attack here. All right, so this will be my second attack.
He's bloodied. He's looking rough now a little bit too.
Actually, hold on one sec. Before I do that, I'm gonna throw a might as well use these out of the way since I came at him. I'm gonna throw a charging attack on him.
All right.
So he'll have to make another strength save. Nice, and it'll be a 17. Oh no, he passed it.
Just hits it.
All right, so he'll pass that. Okay. And so now I'll make my second attack here. Ooh, that is gonna miss.
Fortunately.
Yeah, and that is his turn.
He's looking rough though. A little between bloodied and rough. As you kind of got in and hit some damage. But yeah, this guy is armored up with his shield too, so he's got a little defense against him.
Okay.
Yeah, Mandalore the Exalted is up. He is going to have to try to stand to his feet. I don't know if he can fail this one actually.
You never know. Oh no.
Yeah, so you see he pops up to his feet. Jetpack's gonna get a little boost. And he just glares at you, Vars, and you see him drag out this blaster pistol, and he just takes two quick close range, quick shots at you. For 3. Oh, actually, before he does that, he's going to. No, I'll do it this way. It says you see him shoot out 3 times. Luckily, like close range, he's not able to get a bead upon you. You're able to just kind of dodge and block his shots, throwing off his aim. You do see him lift his other hand again, and rather this time than flames shooting out, you see like these like little explosives pop up and then whistle out from his gauntlet. So he's going to shoot all 3 at you.
Okay.
So you see blast out for 10 or 11 total damage as these little sparkling whistles come at you.
Okay.
All right. Vars, you are up.
Well, first thing I'm gonna do is use a med pack. Bonus action med pack. And I always forget. So 1 die equals size of the hit die.
Yeah, so you pretty much just roll a hit die, get your hit die plus con.
Okay.
Solid roll, too.
Yeah. So add 10 to that. Oh, I already did it. Cool. And then I'm going to, for my actions, just shoot. And first attack roll.
That bounce helped you, yeah. Yeah, that worked.
Okay. And
Bro, that bounce.
It was like, I don't know, it was hovering on a miss and a hit for me. It was like a 10 and a 12. The 12 just hits.
And I'm going to try to. I'm going to try weak point strike.
All right.
Hey.
Let's see where it gets me. So I do get to add the damage.
1.
He's gonna have to burn his second legendary resistance.
Okay. And that was just one attack, right? So second one. Oh, that's right. Reload. Hooray for the power belt.
Nice.
And just a little more on top.
Perfect. He's actually looking blooded now.
Thank goodness. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I was dumb. I just realized I have a thing for second wind that I could have used. Eesh. All right. Never mind. And that'll do it.
All right. He's using his last action oriented. Scorched Earth. You see he's bleeding from his armor. You see he just looks furious as he looks around the battlefield. You see him tapping onto his gauntlet, and this little piece comes out of his jetpack. And you see this little bob arc up into the sky and then come whistling down. Yeah, Varus, he's just gonna. You see, I don't know if he can angle him. No, he can't get 15. Actually, I can get 15 feet and get you guys in. Let me put a little radius out. I think he may be able to get you, and unfortunately, Caesar.
We'd have to roll minimum and I'd still go down. Oh, shoot.
Because if I pick this point, unfortunately, I didn't put a radius thing for it. Yeah, it can get you guys pretty easily. So you guys give me a dexterity saving throw, DC 15.
All right.
Sweet. Oh, and Val, you should be out of it, I think. So you're good. But
Oh,
Vars and
Caesar.
Caesar, yeah. Vars, you'll succeed. Caesar, you will fail. You're gonna take full damage on this.
Ouch.
33. So you see this little compartment, or this little kind of rocket come out of his jetpack compartment, fly into the sky, then come crashing down. Vars kind of anticipated, was able to dodge the worst of the blast, taking 17 damage. Caesar, 33
What's the
damage.
roll on
which
negative
brings you
HP?
down. What?
What's the roll on negative HP? Is it your full HP or half your
It
HP?
has to get to full HP.
Okay, we're good. But damn, is it climbing up there right now?
Oh, it has to be from one for 5e. It's one attack that does your full.
One attack? Okay, so long as nothing does 63.
Now they just pile up on your death saves. But luckily, give me so we don't have to do this in the backhand. Give me a Constitution saving throw. It's gonna be a 10 or better for your wound.
Not this time.
All right. So that blast scorches poor Caesar, and you start off with a failed death save. All right, Malachi, you're up.
All right. In the shadows, Malachi.
No, I'm sorry. Please continue.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it totally is.
Yeah.
It was round at the 20 initiative count, not his turn. That's what threw me off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll look over at the Mandalorian that Val is engaging, and I'm just gonna let out a torrent of electricity through shock at that guy in front of him.
All right. And you can't see, so you have advantage.
Sweet. I'll take it. I love
nice.
it.
Nice. That's
Oh,
that's
jeez.
just a flat plus 20 damage right there. That's solid. Oh my goodness.
Nice. You put this guy on death's door.
I let out a torrent of electricity, and right after I sizzle the whiskers off of Val's face as he's going in for another strike. up as out of the corner of his eye, exiting the darkness. And then you'll hear Malachi's voice, Val. Finish him and meet me at the gunner. I'm going to sprint forward my 30 feet. So I'm going to go here, here. Actually, I don't even need to go a full 30. I'm going to get to right here, just as the darkness is covering over the Mandalorian in front of me. And then I'm going to phase walk to right here.
Nice.
So the last time the gunner saw Malachi, it was approaching from the front.
Well, he can't see me because I'm covered in darkness, but he did see it moving from the front.
Yeah, I can't see you, but unfortunately, without the hide action, you're not hidden. So he has disadvantage on attacks, but he knows where you are.
Damn. Yeah, the way that I was trying to go about it was to get him into the darkness, and then keeping him in the darkness, I apparate like right behind him.
Like while he's
That
over
is my
there.
turn.
Perfect. Caesar, you're up.
Okay, so originally the plan was to go into the darkness.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, give me a death saving throw. No ones.
Shoot, I did the wrong thing.
It's all good. Okay,
It's not
no
a one.
longer all good. Tegan, it's happening again.
When you rebuild Caesar, you should have gave him some cards.
I
The user evolution like enhanced him a little bit.
Just a little bit
Wait.
of time.
you told me not to change his ability scores like, what was it, more than half a year ago.
All right, well, that's 2 failed death saves. So you see Caesar on the ground, bleeding fairly heavily, kind of struggling to breathe.
Listen, to be fair, when he's mutagenically transformed, he's constantly getting temp HP. Right now, it ain't helping.
Because mutagenic's only like it's 2 per long rest.
Super long rest, yeah.
2 per long rest. All right. Mandalorian Enforcer is up, bleeding heavily, but he is going to fight to the end. He is going to try to take out poor Val, but Val's displacer thing is up. So you see him bash out with his shield. First hit trying to bring you down, completely whiffs it. Bleeding from his wounds, he slashes out 2 more times with his blade. That was supposed to have disadvantage. Let me roll that again. Whipping that one as well. His last shot, this is his last bit of life with him. He stabs up. Val's easily able to dance around him.
You want riposte and just put him down.
I was actually thinking I forgot to use my extra attack, so I still have my I still have my reaction. I'll go ahead and do it. I'll riposte.
All right.
So I get 1 regular attack, and so this will have a +1 on it. 21.
Oh, 21, nice. I was about to say that's going to miss, but yeah, that +1 makes it worthwhile. That hits. Put him down. He had 2 HP after that lightning.
Every point counts.
All right, nice. Yeah, so he comes in with that last weapon, and I almost just like absent-mindedly just sidestep and just stab him as I kind of walk past.
Nice.
And drop him to the ground.
Perfect. You bring down one of the Mandalore's honor guards. The heavy gunner is up, caught in the shade with poor Malachi. So yeah, you see he kind of just triggers his cannon, spraying and praying. Malachi, give me 2 dexterity saving throws with advantage. Sweet. You will. There we go. Oof. All right. So pass the first one, fail the second one. So first one, you only take 10 damage as he just sprays into you. The second one, No, it was 10 damage. Yep, 10 damage as he sprays into you. The second one catches you flat-footed, and you see those bolts starting to pierce your cloak for 16 damage, 26 total, and give me two concentration saving throws or concentration checks. Perfect. First will succeed.
Ooh.
Nice. Not 20 coming in handy there. The second will succeed as well.
Whew. Loving it. But he made me mad. So I was going to look at sparing these two guys since Mandalore's on his last leg, but nah. Nope.
Bloody. They're close to rough. Now I would say last leg yet.
Okay, good.
All right. The commando is going to get a little closer.
Oh.
Yeah, he's gonna fuck with Val. So you see him chuck a fragment grenade at you, Val. Is gonna shoot twice with his blaster pistol.
All right, so dex save. Very nice.
Sick.
Do I take half on a save?
You do take half on a save, so that'll be.
That's significant, and I do have resistance.
Oh, sweet! That brings that down to 1.
All right, but I also lose my disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 22 hits and
20
20
hits. So he gets one clean hit off here. The grenades explodes behind you. Some shrapnel flying in. You see one blaster bolt kind of hit you in the chest for 11.
All right. All right, and I will have resistance to that, so I take 5.
Nice. Oh, interrupt you.
Is that guy still flying?
Oh no, he's back on the ground.
Okay, he's back on the ground. Okay. So you can tell Val just kind of glares and slowly kind of walks that direction. On the way, I'm going to take a med pack and I'm going to stick Caesar with a med pack. And then I'll just close the distance and just kind of walk up on this guy.
Nice.
So I have a bonus action and I'll use second wind.
Perfect. Caesar, roll a hit die.
All right, he's on 2.
2.
Every point counts. You never know. Someone could do 1.
You failed that wound check. You are down 1 death save if you go back down. But at every point helps. You are back conscious. Mandalore, the Exalted, is up. You see he's bleeding. He glares out at you, Vars. You see his gauntlet rise up. And you see wires come blasting out, heading towards you.
Oh.
You see the wire just sneak past you, and you're able to avoid it. You hear him growl out, and he just clicks that blaster pistol up, just kind of raises it 3 shots, trying to aim at your head. Oof. Okay.
Ouch.
That could have been a 19, so that bounced. So 1 crit, 1 hit. As he comes in, just fury and rage, keeping him up on the battlefield. So 36 plus 11, 47 damage. How's Vars looking?
Down.
Down.
Hold on. No, I don't got anything. Did
I
you
got
ever
there for a minute,
did Did you ever do the thing where you reduce one of the first times you take damage by 5? Because I
No.
gave you the adrenaline shot. Would that save you now? The damage reduction by 5?
Actually, I did not do that. Would it? So how much that would be? 47.
Yeah,
7
think you
reduced
would.
2.
That. So it's 47 damage to my 44 HP.
That
So
would
you
keep
got
you
2
alive,
HP.
yeah. You reduce it by 5, so it put you down to also 2 HP.
Yeah, if you didn't burn it before, you're down to 2 HP.
I'm down to 2 HP. Yikes. All right.
You live!
I live for now.
See, he just got to squeeze the trigger. You see pure rage upon his face as he sees you still standing at the end. Vars, you're up.
So I'm thinking about that med kit. I'm gonna use that bonus action. Hey.
Yeah.
So that's max. That's
Perfect.
nice. Okay. And I think BKG. I got nothing else right now. Doing the attack. That's fine. I'm going to reload with. Apparently, I have a single incendiary cell left. I should have used that a little while ago. Reload. No, I have no.
Keep that fire going. That's Vars' signature. Start burning.
Yeah, start burning. And I'm going to go for that next attack.
You got a cryo one too, if I remember right.
Yep. Let's see.
That hits.
That hits. All right.
Minimum dice threshold, that one turns into a 2.
Yep. So that's 12 damage, and then I got to find the incendiary cell.
If you have anything to burn on this attack, I recommend it. A superiority dice rise.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Well, I'll try weak point strike. Why not? Let's see if that adds some damage to that. And let's see a con saving throw.
He's
He
gonna fail
fails.
and burn his last legendary resistance.
Nice.
All right.
So, did he burn this last one, or is he stunned right now?
Burned his last one.
I see. That's still really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Since we have a caster coming up.
I know we do. And I don't think I've got anything else that I can do, unfortunately. Nope, I use my bonus action. That. Yeah. I think that'll do it.
All right. Malachi, you're up.
Malachi is just casually standing in the darkness. He feels comfortable. He feels confident. And he's looking forward to this right now as all these Mandalorians are standing in a perfect freaking line. I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt. No, I'm going to quicken. So I'm going to burn third one of my short rounds to quicken
Nice.
this. And I'm going to cast Force Lightning at 5th level. So this is going to be 10d6. Yeah, d6. 10d6. And the dexterity save for this, what was it? 17.
And we got
Fortunately, all three will succeed.
That's okay. How's the gunner looking?
Pretty. He's all right. Like, not
How's
really.
Mandalore looking?
Mandalore's hurt.
How's the commander looking?
Pretty untouched.
Nah, I'll spend it on the guy in front of me because I can.
I don't care about honor. I don't give a shit.
And you shout it out at me. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna move to right here. Whoever my angel above that's been moving the circle for me, please center that on me. And I'm going to cast shock at Mandalore.
All right.
Hmm.
That on it? And how's all that look, Malachi?
The gunner, all he hears is a slight chuckle behind him right before, and I imagine he's turning around in the darkness trying to find me and center his gun towards my voice and my laugh, and I just let out a torrent of light that he still can't see in this darkness as it just cruises straight through him, through Mandalore, and through the commander. And I think they got their best card, I think, for the insulation there. But round 2's coming, buddy. So
Oh boy.
Perfect. Caesar, you're up.
Stand up. This might be the last time I get to say this. Caesar moves into melee.
Caesar moves into melee? Caesar moves.
oh man,
Where else would he go right now?
with
they're
two-
not. He's,
2 health? Yes, with 2 health.
All right.
I would implore you.
There's a gun laying on the ground over here.
there's a Mandalore's
He's
gun
not
over on the
proficient in
ground.
martial ranged weapons. He's
Pick
only
up
proficient in
The
simple-
goddamn weapon. It's right here.
Somewhere.
All right. Well, attack away.
All right, main attack. 18. Fuck. Wait, that's not right. Where's my proficiency bonus? That's supposed to be a
4.
21. Sorry, not 21. We are level 10, 22.
That'll hit.
Where's my proficiency bonus? What's right there? Why? Hold on. Shoot, I don't know where the. I just assumed it would take on the proficiency there. Alright, just assume a +4 to these attacks. Bonus action! Fist! Okay. And then burn in the monk splash class for another one.
I love that. You're just running in. I'm gonna punch Mandalore in the face. See what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
So one of
That'll
the
hit. Give you some damage.
Nice.
Beskar Garb is just absorbing the other ones. He's good. It'll take a couple hits, but you see he's bleeding. He's hurt. It's definitely starting to stack up.
So Caesar stands up, and with a wild look in his eyes, just dead on sprint and fucking like jumps, like slams his fist into Mandalore's face. Before just rocking, like after the first hit, I expect him to be a lot more prepared. So trying to rock up to him, as he can tell, like Caesar's on his last lines. He sees Vars very hurt. He's out of everything. He's got no more words. He's got no more commands. He's got no more medicine. He's got nothing else in his tank except this raw ferocity.
Except the mitts.
These hands. Everything he's got. Every person he's traveled with, from Uli, Talus, to Val and Malachi, to Gert, to Vars, to even like from his past with the Republic, the Dominion, his times as a Force gladiator, just everything in this moment. What might be his last? That
Man.
will be Caesar's turn.
Perfect.
Take it.
Rock up, blast the Mandalore. He's looking hurt, but still on his feet. That guy is dead. The heavy gunner is up. still fighting in that darkness. And he's just going to trigger his blaster cannon burst again. So Malachi, 2 dexterity saving throws with advantage. So you'll pass the first. Luckily, that advantage came through for the second. So you'll pass both. So the first one, you will take 14 damage. The second one, 10, as he's just pretty much spraying and praying in this cone of darkness. Commando is up. Sees Vars kind of right in his grill. You see this hidden blade emerge from his armor as he just tries to start stabbing into you, Vars, just kind of making these hard jabs there at your face.
You mean Val, right?
Or Val, yeah. These still throw me off. Oh, you haven't been hit yet this round,
Yep.
so he
And
has
so
disadvantage.
disadvantage. That one will miss. Yep.
That will really miss.
All right. Sweet, you see him just kind of try to punch you, but with that Devil Mimicker, he is not able to get a beat on you. You see finally in frustration, he just lifts up his arm and some flames come rocking out. Give me a dexterity save, DC 13.
All right.
I'll do you right back.
Solid. Yeah, you just straight dodge this. You see this jet burst of fire come through. You rolled a 1, so no, not even half. You just take 0 on that as that burst of flame goes overhead.
I'm sorry. I'm still like the way you said. Caesar moves into melee. Go ahead.
I didn't expect that. We'll see how that comes next turn. We've got -1 death save already. But now the Hunter of Hunters is up. What are you doing, Val?
Gonna grab myself some water again.
Val has seen
Be right back.
a lot of interesting. Val has done a lot of not smart things in his days. He's fought with some people that I've been like questioning their tactic. He has never seen what Caesar just pulled off. And so he is actually going to pivot his strategy. So this guy can actually get an opportunity attack.
All right.
I will use, I believe, let's see, can I do it with my monk? If not, I'm going to have to.
No miss.
All right, I'm going to use my last monk feature. As a bonus action, I can dash, and I will move, so what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 over, and then 20, oh. And I will dash at this guy, and I will make 2 attacks at him in the darkness here. They will have advantage. I'll actually do my reaction attack this time, so I'll get a 3rd attack. And here we go. So the first one. All right, so that'll be a 21. I'll fish for the crit. Oh, and I'll do my adaptive, so it'll increase crit range.
Oh, don't you need the adaptive for the blind fighting?
I never changed it out.
Oh, sweet. All right.
Yeah, so he just keeps his fighting set.
Perfect. That'll hit.
All right. All right, so that'll be damage. I'm going to throw on a charging attack. So it'll be strength save 17. I think that's a D.
Okay.
All right, nice. He will fall prone. In addition, he'll take 4 more damage.
So, are you rolling like 4 dice per attack now?
Something like that. All right, so this will be my second attack. right, so 25. I'll fish for it. All right, some damage. So 16, so 17. So I forgot the +1.
He's looking rough. You
All
get a
right.
hit off of him again, he is dead.
All right, so I will reaction and get my last attack. And this one is without proficiency, so let me switch out. So I'll re-roll it. I don't know if a 20 will hit, but there we go. So
Nice. Take him down.
nice. Nice. So he'll just kind of pivot away, all of a sudden kind of faint away from the commando in front of him, dash across the battlefield, enter the darkness. You'll just hear those blades kind of swishing through as he 3 quick attacks to bring him down in kind of his traditional style, pinning him to the ground. And that'll be his turn.
Pin him to the ground. You hear a strangled cry in the darkness as his life fades from him. But Mandalore, the Exalted, is up. So, Caesar, give me Caesar and Vars, but give me a dexterity saving throw. You see Mandalore bloodied, hurt, broken. He raises up. His wrist gauntlet and flames spew forth.
All right.
Vars, you'll see half damage.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
Oh yeah, you had 2. All right,
I'm gonna do it just to see. All right, reaction. Critical analysis on Vars. He doesn't need to burn it right now, but I can still give it as a reaction. So you got a one-time use of a +5 on the saving throw. Caesar's going down. Let me roll that con save. DC 15.
It is.
We're good. We're solid. Only on 1 death save right now.
There we go, because that would have put you up to 2, and I keep forgetting you have 0 cons. That's a straight 15. That saved you from that.
Yep. Yep.
You see the flames spew forth, running over Caesar, with Vars getting a hit of it as well. Caesar comes crumpling back to the ground, smoke rising off of him. Vars' armor is singed, but he is still in the fight. Mandalore the Exalted raises his blaster, probably for the last time. It triggers 3 blasts at Vars.
Let's see how they go. Yeah,
Damn.
that's enough to do me in.
All right.
So these are all at him. I feel like this matters because here's the thing with this. If this is like Lockbin, these are all at Vars. Depending on which one takes him down.
These are all at Vars, unfortunately.
Yeah, the first one will do it.
Oh shit.
All right, so you get 2 failed death saves. Luckily, these are not melee attacks, or that would have been 2 crits.
I
But
don't
you
want to
needed-
be the bearer of bad news.
Yeah.
One of those is a crit.
Does a crit do 2 death saves automatically?
Yeah.
Oof.
Shit.
Any shenanigans you guys can do?
Meg.
Inspiration on the roll and the natural 20.
Yeah, no,
can
if
you
we can,
inspo out of a crit hit?
Yeah, we can make the enemy reroll.
I
Enemy
know
reroll is
normally.
not typically the rule, but if somebody wants to roll and they roll above a 10 or above, we'll let that inspo reroll the crit.
Can I take a failed death save to ensure that he's only on 2 failed death saves? That the crit is not a crit?
You couldn't do a failed death save because unfortunately this would put Vars down. But you could. Caesar was up at the start of this turn. You could take those shots. Was still going to bring Vars down, but you could kind of that critical analysis throw yourself in the way of that point of inspo.
Your rules say damage rule, not attack roll. Never mind.
Yeah, How many of those shots can Caesar eat?
We'll say you can't take the first one that brings him down, but you can definitely take those other two, which will take out your remaining death saves.
Fuck, I just got Caesar back. Ah, damn it. Well, we're adding on to Tegan's murder tally. Caesar does it. The get down Mr. President style, like no comedy for this, instead just description. What should have brought Caesar down? The flames just taking him to the ground. He sees from there, in that moment, what would bring down Vars, what would kill Vars, the man he had fought with ever since Survivors of Vela, right? Since they survived Vela. The man he sees as a leader, and while Caesar would much prefer to live, to fight another day. This isn't the first time he's given his life in the heat of combat. Once, on the Wookiees' home world of shit, I forget its name.
Kashyyyk.
Thank you, Kashyyyk. Another time against the Yusong Vong. And now again on Mandalore. With every ounce of power left in him, possibly from the shaping from the Vong, possibly just the pure insanity that is Caesar, this Gungan, the Gungan guillotine butcher of the rim. He puts himself in the way and gets absolutely shredded, because that is a crit and another hit, and he was already on one failed.
You kind of see Vars hit the ground, nobly sacrifice yourself, and you see Mandalore's bolts just kind of just blasting through flesh, blasting through bone of Caesar. But you see the Gungan roll away and still see Vars's breath rising and falling on his prone form. As the Gungan guillotine, the butcher of the rim, gave his life for one he would have considered a foe just 2 years ago. You see Mandalore the Exalted looks furious. He even yells out as he's bleeding, "Won't you criffing just die?" As he looks at Vars's prone form. Vars, give me a death saving throw. You're muted.
That explains it. I was kept saying, dude, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that.
No, I could not hear you.
We couldn't hear you at all, yeah.
We're up to 4 deaths this campaign for me. This kid.
All right. Death save.
One failure.
You almost landed on 1.
Yeah. But, I can't use, what is it? No,
Indomitable?
yeah.
I think is it checks or is it saves or is it
You
checks?
roll a saving throw. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, unfortunately you can't. Yeah.
Hey, it's a death saving throw.
Yeah. Give it a reroll if you like.
I mean, let's see. All right, let's see if that gets me up. That'd be nice. Oh man, I don't want to see it.
Goes from a fail to a success.
Yeesh.
Oh, hold on. Still success. It's 11 on the die because it'd be a death save or a con save. But you are still, or you're still saved, still down.
Oh,
For the reunion of the survivors of Vela for the grand finale, unfortunately, will not be fully possible.
Oh no.
Malachi, you are up.
Oh boy. Malachi's gonna line up the shot and fire another torrent of lightning through these two Mandalorians that remain. And I'm gonna upcast it as well. So this is gonna be another 10d6, dexterity 17. Oh, that's a lot of ones. Jesus.
Both will succeed, unfortunately.
That's fine. I'm going to let me read something real quick.
Can't believe he's gone. I'm so sad.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I am. Damn. I just got him back. But
Yeah.
couldn't have gone out a better way, to be honest. That damn badass of like taking the hits for Var.
And then I'm going to cast Shock at Mandalore.
Okay.
Right. Advantage.
Why are you on? Oh, yeah, with disadvantage. Perfect. That'll just hit. Nice. He is looking rough.
And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
When the lights go out.
That's my turn.
Perfect. Fortunately,
Oh, coming in watering.
what's that?
You were coming in underwater.
Oh, yeah, I was looking at the screen. Yeah, unfortunately, Caesar lies prone on the ground, his body lifeless. But the commando is up. He's going to try to take some shots at Malachi with disadvantage. Is that anything crazy he can use in darkness? So you hear two shots kind of arc out through the darkness. Just blaster bolts coming through.
Deegan, that's a natural one, and I'm standing right next to Mandalore. Come on.
No,
Come on.
fortunately, that's never been the rule. That's
I
That
just
could have
say
also been a natural 20.
It is ironic. It was a 1 and a 20. Yeah.
Yeah, you see the shots just going wide. He's not able to he's trying to listen into your breath, your movements, but unfortunately he's not able to pin you down in the darkness. Val, you are up.
All right. I'll burn another adaptive fighting style. Run up. So actually, I don't know if I'll be able to reach. So, no, okay. All right. So run up on Exalted and make 2 attacks here. So the first one with advantage. And take a roll.
Oh, no, yeah,
And
don't
you're-
forget your extra D20. Oh, there you go. So that bumps it up. What?
So it'll be
4. That'll hit, yeah.
Yep. All right.
So, Val, what's your new title from this going to be?
Does that finish them?
Finishes them.
You know, as far as anybody knows, by the way, Vars took Mandalore down. Nobody can see what's happening.
We're in the darkness.
People thought they would see the Sith took down Mandalore. They saw bars on the ground. The Sith darkness comes over, and Mandalore's dead. But the Hunter of Hunters got this. How do you finish, Hunter?
Yeah. So you'll see Val disappear into the darkness. You'll hear the whispers, and it'll be Val, Hunter of Hunters, destroyer of dreadnoughts, savior of the black, threader of needles, friend of Horus, the battlemaster, the plasma stomper, the untouchable, and the oath keeper. as he brings Mandalorian the Exalted to the ground.
Perfect. Bash through his you pin him to the ground, blade piercing through his Beskar arm. You hear kind of this last cry out, like this almost strangled cry, and he goes, "But I freed our people. I was assaulted." And you see kind of hear the life drain from his drain from his body. And the Exalted is done. Val, what do you say anything after he comes down to the ground?
No, he would just kind of just whisper his title, so he would kind of know that he was slain by a worthy foe, and just and he would just bring him to the ground kind of gracefully and just grant him, in his mind, a great honor to be slain by a formidable adversary.
Nice. Oh, well, Val, in that case, you still have one attack left, and I don't know how much movement you have.
I don't have enough to get
Is
to
this guy still gonna fight? Mandalore's dead. Long live Mandalore.
it.
I heard his boss get stabbed, but without anything crazy, he's still fighting.
Yeah, I don't quite have enough space to get to him, so that's where I've done.
All right, Mandalore is done. Vars, I think this death saves matters. So
Yeah.
roll
It
that
does.
in, no ones.
Fuck.
Okay,
Right.
so it's one success, one fail.
Perfect. So Vars,
Oh,
is
sorry,
still-
is it one success, one fail, or is it one success, two fail?
It's currently 1-1. No.
1-1. Okay. All right. So yeah, Vars is still struggling to kind of gain his breath, bleeding from multiple wounds. Malachi, what do you do?
I'm going to. How's this guy look?
He's blooded.
We need people in this fight. I'm going to walk over Mandalore's dead body over to Vars and give him use my action to give him some of that good old Bacta. And as soon as he comes to, I would like to use help action if I can, or the rest of my movement to get him off of get him off the ground and up on his feet if I can.
Do you have because you've just got a bonus action left, right?
Yes, right. I'm gonna use my action for
The med pack.
for people. Yeah,
Do you have a way to quicken force pull?
I can. Yeah, I'll just quicken it. I'll just burn 2 force points and quicken.
Perfect. Yeah, you're able to kind of get that med pack to him, but get Vars back on his feet.
And as soon as that's done and he is standing, I'm going to drop darkness.
You all see, you all can see again, as well as the darkness
Not
fades.
all of us.
Oh yeah, those among the living can see as the darkness fades. You see Val, Malachi, Vars all standing over the body of Mandalore the Exalted with a wicked-looking wound in his chest, blood still pouring over his gold and crimson armor. You hear kind of gasps from the Mandalorians surrounding the circle, kind of witnessing the duel. It's not uncertainty as this all plays out. There's no cheers. There's nothing. It's actually fairly silent outside of the gasp. You kind of hear people exclaim and then just pure silence. You see the commando looks incredibly uncertain of what to do. He's still holding his pistol. He keeps looking at the body of his fallen leader. And you definitely see like he is gripping it tight. but definitely an uncertain waver to his gaze.
Can Vars get out a few words?
Sure. We'll let you get some words in.
Just drop it. No more of our people need to die here.
Give me your choice of persuasion or intimidation.
Persuasion. And in case it matters, I'm just gonna try to persuade him.
Nice. You see,
This also can help. Critical analysis can be used on an ability check.
I will throw on the +5. I don't
You
want
wanna-
to. Don't want to hear what you have to say.
I'm going to peek behind the screen. The 21 is successful to get that guy to stop. But you probably have another check coming because you are getting very uncertain looks. So let's save the 5. I'll peek behind the screen for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, you see uncertainty. He sees his fallen comrades. He looks and sees even bloodied. You're on your feet, Vars. And Malachi and Val don't look to be too beat up. And you see him eventually drop his gun and kind of like, he doesn't put his hands up, but he does back out of the circle.
Oh, man.
You see the crowd. Actually, everybody that's everybody unfortunately but Caesar, give me an insight check.
By the way, Tegan, I'm gonna need another sheet.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, they're cheering us on quietly.
How does this all fire a little bit today? Vars, Malachi, it's kind of hard to read these. Vars, even though you're used to reading kind of Mandalorians through their armor, I mean, you just went through an ordeal. It's probably you're probably catching your breath more than focusing upon them. Val, you've kind of like with your own little code of honor. It's different, but not like extremely dissimilar from the Mandalorians. And you see they're uncertain because while your group is merged victorious, it does kind of feel like a little bit of Sithy shenanigans happened where they couldn't see their leader die, kind of breathe his last. And they're really not sure which way to break right now. You kind of see from their body language, you see uncertainty, you see like kind of almost building anger, but just overall, they're just not really sure kind of where they're at right now. How does Val react? Kind of picking up that vibe from them.
So Val would he'd kind of survey the crowd and just turn around to Vars, just kind of go in close and just put his hand on his shoulder and say, Val struck the final blow, but I believe your friends might not have much faith in the trickery that was imposed on that blow. You might need to shore up their support as they will question your honor.
They may. But we'll just need to see where things go from here. Vars is going to try to straighten himself out. He was right on death's door just a minute ago. And he's going to look out at the crowd, taking the helmets, staring. And say, I did not want to do this. Mandalore the Exalted forced this on us. He was a great warrior, but his tactics, we're seeing too many of us killed. He was thinking in the short term, when we must think in the long. And now he was going to have us, so many of us, charge the War Master's camp. For what? To make a grand last stand? I don't know how it's going to play out, but Vars is going to try to get it, like I guess stop shouting and gesture to like Malachi, like get Galvin on the line, let him know that it's done, and not to delay at all, and not to delay.
Malachi will walk a short distance. He'll give you a nod, Vars,
Yeah.
and he'll just walk a short distance away and turn away and give Lord Galvin a call on the hollow.
Okay. It's no surprise to me that 4 of our best Mandalorian warriors versus myself and 3 others who, not too long ago, would have been enemies, came together and overcame Mandalore the Exalted. This new enemy that we face has forced us into friendships and partnerships that we wouldn't have imagined years ago. We need to embrace this. We need to learn from this. Our enemy is unlike any we've faced before. No one in this galaxy is well suited for it. But together, as a cohesive unit fighting against the Vong, we stand a chance.
Give me a persuasion check, Vars.
While he's doing that, I imagine Lord Galvin answered the call while you were in mid-speech, and he hears. It doesn't really matter. It was fantastic, and Malachi turns away from looking at you while he's holding it up and turns back. Lord Galvin, we have our new Mandalore.
Perhaps. My God, I hope that 24 is enough.
Don't forget you got the +5.
I'll throw on the +5 for a 29.
Perfect.
Should I throw in the Defiant? I'm nervous. I don't know. You said perfect. I'm shutting up. Keep going.
I mean, the Defiant actually would help a little bit.
Okay, yeah. Cast it done. I'm gonna throw that in. Whatever it's done. Yeah.
At least 30.
Yeah. So let's.
That's the near impossible DC usually.
Hey.
31.
31.
Because this was a success range for this one, so 25 to 29 would have been a good result, but 30 plus is definitely a far better one. You do see the Mandalorians, especially as you played your case for a while, you started to see kind of the anger that Val started to mount, especially as you broke mid-speech to tell them to call Lord Galvin, to call the Dominion, to call the Sith. You saw them getting angrier. You saw the Mandalorians, some even kind of hands loose, kind of towards their holsters, towards their weapons. But as you spoke, especially as you spoke, kind of about the Exalted's end, is about him spending their lives too easily, about being a good warrior, a good tactician, but a bad strategist, kind of about how he has not really thought about the future of the Mandalorians, and even about kind of that last charge where down to no options, he decided to kind of see what to find the station crew and the Mandalorians could do to see if they could break the War Master's camp and free the planet at the cost of their lives. And you start to sway the Mandalorians. You see their stances loosen. As you went through, some of them began nodding their heads. As you went further, some of them even began to kind of exclaim, yeah, he was burning our lives, kind of starting to come around. And eventually you do kind of see they're all not only nodding in agreement, some even clapping, but all have seen the wisdom in what you've said and agree. The Mandalore had to go. and that if the Dominion can help, if the people of the galaxy can help, Mandalore is dead. Long live Mandalore.
I want to throw in one last yell. Like, we're not fighting for glory. We're fighting for victory. I like it. I'm going to roll with that for victory.
So who's this Mandalore? We got Mandalore the Forgotten. Now Vars. Mandalore. The...
About that, I'm going to workshop some names.
The Survivor would be a damn fitting one.
I will. God, I really want to come to something on the spot, but I'm drawing a blank. I will take any suggestions at this point.
The Survivor is a
I don't
suggestion.
survive. Well, it's going to sound really stupid when I die.
Perfect. Well, you could take that one, or take a moment to think on that one. Malik, how you do see Galvin kind of smile and respond. Well, that is a bit of good news. The fleet will be there shortly, and we will reunite. And you see, kind of hear him sign off. Moments later, you start to see kind of tactical updates from Tafan the station. You see Sith dreadnoughts blinking into space, unleashing their fury upon the Yuzon Vong fleet, joining along with the group, the Tafan the station resources to kind of start battering into the Vong. This will be our last roll for the session. This is going to be 10d10 versus 90-10 for the Vong.
We lost one. So yeah.
No, that's all right. You guys would have had, if you didn't lose anything, you would have had 11.
Oh yeah.
The Sith resources. So, Burger, I'll give you the extra one for this one. How is that? So that's
Thank you.
10d10, so that's 3, and then or 4, then 3 twos. So roll away, guys.
Okay, so I'm rolling 2. Oh, I do not want that.
And they did super bad. So you just have to beat a 3.
What do we need to beat it?
So 6 counts.
6
You guys have
count?
1 success so far. 3 successes.
We match.
1
That's
more.
great.
How many are we missing?
Oh,
Nice.
2 more.
2 more dice.
Yeah, baby.
There we go.
Perfect. You guys see kind of above the planet, the kind of Sith Dominion forces took the Vong by surprise. They began hammering through the Yuzon Vong fleet, blasting apart, kind of sending them into disarray as they try to regroup and reposition their fleet to combat this new threat. And one last thing I'll ask you guys before we wrap this session, because it's definitely clear from the space battle, the Yuzon Vong are going to lose this one. You are getting reports that the War Master is still at his camp, but they are starting to break and start to kind of board ships. You guys are unfortunately down a Caesar. Do you pursue the War Master yourselves?
Which one of you wheezed? I heard that. I heard one of you wheeze.
Yeah.
Sorry to break narration for a moment. I heard a wheeze.
So here's the problem. Out of character, the problem. There's just a big long speech about how we shouldn't throw away lives in charge. But Val would throw away his life in charge.
That is canonical for now. Like,
I mean, he's not a Mandalorian. He's his own. He's his own.
He doesn't count.
that's real for you guys.
Yeah, but
I'm
it's
fine.
it's the difference between them doing a full-on ground assault and tossing lives away in pursuit versus us forming a new plan with the Mandalorians and now the Dominion and to found the station all together. So we can do a tactical approach versus a blitzkrieg, as it were.
I would. I mean, at that point, it's point every fighter that's not correct. That's able, like, pull off and engage their camp, like lay waste from the skies.
And I will say, because that last roll, if you guys like aced them on more, you would have extra resources to send completely at them. This is basically your forces fighting their forces. If you did want that War Master's head, it would need to be the party going.
Could we use our reroll? We're already past that. Never mind.
Yeah, and you guys already used your reroll for the other one.
Okay, I'm just saying, if you go after the War Master, I'm pretty sure you're about to get someone with full resources to help you.
I mean, I'm sitting at 13 hit points and a singular superiority die, and not a lot of ammo.
Yeah, you'll be fine after a short rest and 3 med packs.
I'm sure one of the Mandalorians will hook you up with some ammo.
Yeah, right? Yeah. All right, guys, we need to be careful with our lives. We mean, more than that, this isn't about glory. Oh, the War Master. Oh, let's go get him.
Listen.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like a kid with like a baby with keys. Just go get him. It's right there. Yeah, I don't know.
Let's
About
politician off the-
All right, you got four names in the chat to choose from that we sent,
Oh my god. Boy, the Resolute, the Reckoning, the Unyielding,
and then Val has
the
Mender.
Mender.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't pick Mender. Just like trying to think of like the something that like the Forger of Alliances, like the Unifier of the Galaxy, like
Mandalore, the Unifier.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Look at that. You stumbled into it.
yeah, there we go.
Perfect. So are you guys pursuing the War Master yourselves? Letting him go? And I will say for the War Master, he is. Well, you guys know the user belongs to a very warrior-like culture, so he's their best.
I don't think we have 50 HP, but actually no. Val did pretty well, right?
Yeah, Val's like basically full health.
Would it just be a short rest on the way there?
It would be a short rest. Or actually, it wouldn't even be a short rest, really. Because he's like, you're hearing from the reports they are packing up.
Damn.
We'd have to do that tactical rest and roll a con save.
Yeah.
Yep.
As if you had to hit dice.
Yeah, God.
That's some risky business there, going into a final fight with exhaustion.
Yeah. And
Oh my god.
honestly, the idea. I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll be able. Maybe the forces in the sky will be able to get the War Master.
I have 3 med packs, and I can heal up just fine with probably 1 and a couple of seeds.
Okay.
And that's without knowing if we're going to be able to get any sort of resources from our once again Mandalorian brothers before we head out.
Do you want to know what Caesar's vote would have been? You already know what Caesar's vote would have been.
Move into melee.
Caesar could have been alive if he just stayed back.
If Caesar stayed back, Bars would be dead.
That's
And then
true.
we have a bunch of angry Mandalorians at our backs right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to settle for driving them off our planet and out of our corner of the galaxy.
Perfect. You guys settle on that. kind of getting the Mandalorian forces organized on the ground as the Defonda Station and Dominion crew mop up in the skies. And after a long day of fighting, eventually the planet is clear of the Yuzon Vong forces, with only Defonda Station ships, the station itself, along with its ships, the Cici-Roo, the Eroidia Mutts in the sky, along with the Sith dreadnoughts, kind of in orbit around the planet. But that is where we're going to end our session today.
Jeez.
Perfect. So next session, we are going to get a little bit of aftermath for that, and then gearing up for the final adventure. With some information you're going to get to see. Spoiler, Talus will have some information. Talus, I'll hook you up with some of that information ahead of time.
What?
And you guys get to make some couple big choices, see how the war, what's going to happen at the conclusion of the Defonda Station story. So we'll get to roll into that side. Unfortunately, Burger,
Yep.
we're going to need a new PC. Apologies.
Okay, so this actually, I do have to tell you something. My friends, my reputation may precede me in other places, and I don't mean to call myself out, but my friends have recently enacted a rule that if one of a player's characters dies 3 times, they're out of the game. So I'm very glad you've not yeeted me out of this game yet, Tegan, because God,
That's a horrible rule,
It
in my
is.
opinion. But
That's
I was on a more horrible note. I was gonna say that while you're making your new character, you should also write their death speech as well. So
Just plan it.
I'd feel really bad if I killed him in the last.
So great, we got 2 sessions left, and somehow,
listen,
dude, just like dump con, like just all in the con index.
He did that for Horus. Oh,
I
not
mean-
Dex.
Yeah, just con index the whole way.
no, here's the thing with Horus, he had good AC, and he had ways to bump up his AC.
But
I'm just saying it's less about the class and the build, and it's more about the play style.
I mean, the thing is, Val and Horus said, yes, there's this door that we can lock. Let's go towards the enemy and lock it behind us.
Okay, listen.
It's good that Horus did, because otherwise we'd have no more Val. And that'd be very sad, because he's that boy's been racking up titles.
Well,
Yeah, we're gonna have to like a. When we roll credits for this game, I do want to find a way to put all of Val's titles on the stream.
yeah.
All of my characters' deaths so far have been in saving someone. C-Force was to save Dr. Veshnan's life.
Yeah.
Horus's was to save Val's life. And Caesar was to save Bora's life.
Yeah. So, in fairness here, so the player in me knew
This
that's
is
a terrible idea, but I was like,
character.
what is Val gonna? I was like, that's a terrible.
Yeah.
That's 100% a character for Val, and you two did far better than I expected. Because with 7, the action economy against you all you took all down but 2, and those 2 were blight as hell. It was a couple of hits away from you guys clearing that, enjoying the fight.
That Defil Mimicker did a lot of work that fight.
Yeah.
Well, the Death Mimicker, the work that time, and the last session stopped you guys for TPK.
I mean,
Okay, so very briefly, Caesar here, gonna be honest, if he didn't go into melee, what else was he going to do?
Get you a plaster. Well, he's dead now.
God, just pull one off of me. He's got Vars has guns just hanging off of him.
I'm not proficient in most of them anymore.
Then throw them.
Yeah. Honestly,
you could have picked up Mandalore's blaster and used that thing. That thing was disgusting.
I have no proficiency in +2 to dex.
It's okay. It goes boom boom.
Either way, it is as it is.
You
Rip.
guys made it out alive. Mandalore is dead. And that's what we'll pick up for session 31. As we get into kind of the last adventure for the occupation crew. And get to meet a new PC. So everybody make sure to join us next Tuesday as we get into it. And we will see you all later.